Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Kuhuloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh H.I.M Kahakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to the H.I.M and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is Shah Hanan Nawaf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And seen this article earlier, and as I was reading through it, it's your typical, just what I thought to be Edomite shit, so-called white people. Which this guy appears to be an Edomite, but it's not a look thing. He could actually be a so-called black man. I'll put it to that extreme. And when I say that, what I'm saying is, your seed line goes by your dad. That black and white, that's a social construct. Colors have nothing to do with ethnicities, because there's plenty of so-called black people out here that look just like this guy. I'm sure some of you probably like, yeah, I got some, some relatives that's, that look like that, and they're actually Negroes. And then, vice versa. There's some really dark-skinned people out here that are actually so-called white people, because your seed goes through your dad. It's a DNA thing, because children are within a man swimming, in there, as sperm to begin with. So it's exactly what that man is. A woman has nothing to do with ethnicity. America tell you that you're mixed, you're biracial and all this other stuff, but that's not true. So I just wanted to point that out. But this is appearing to be some Edomite shit. Tennessee man, 41, stabbed 18-year-old to death after finding him in bed with his wife. And the reason why I wanted to do this, because I'm looking in the comments, and this is why I'm thinking this is some Edomite shit too, because in the comments, they're all like, this poor boy, he was a child. Nah, man, you 18, your ass can go to war here in America. And America is one of the only places in the world that treat fucking humans like they're children at 21 years old. That shit is crazy. And that's the reason why they're so damn careless and just act like, big ass kids, you know what I'm saying, to their fucking 30s, still living at home in their 40s, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm gonna get to some of those comments in a sec here, but let's just read through the article. A Tennessee man has been accused of killing an 18-year-old after finding him in bed with his wife, after being arrested for stabbing Billy J. Floyd, sound about Edomitish, to death. Johnny Belk, 41, allegedly later told police he was worried about his relationship with his wife because he often. So it sounded like some simping going on here, because I don't know what the fuck he worried about her ass for. It says Belk had apparently found Floyd in bed with his 31-year-old wife, Jada Golston, at their shared Dunlap, Tennessee home, about 40 miles north of Chattanooga. A Tennessee man, Salakia, says Belk had apparently found Floyd in bed with his 31-year-old wife. Okay, we got that part. He returned to the house from a work trip earlier than anticipated. Hey, you going on those work trips, you driving 18-wheelers, or you just, on the road, no matter what you do, and you just better know, because your woman, she'll get down on you when you coming home every night. It don't take a woman, nothing but shit, a couple of minutes to get freaky. It's nothing. She these American women, man, they're very slick. They have that ability to get abroad, and so you men, you should just know that off the jump. I was kicking it with a chick the other day, and she was kind of surprised that I said, basically, it's stupid for a person to get into a relationship in America and not think that someone is going to do something with someone else. That shit is just the norm. All that, you're mine, you would never be with no one else, you're mine. People be thinking that way, but that shit is stupid. Because this guy's a good chance, if he doesn't find a good lawyer that's going to look out for him on a crime of passion, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, he's going to jail. And guess what she's going to be doing? In that trailer park, fucking somebody else's child, or what they call a child, 18 years old. That's a grown-ass man. He was getting it in like a grown man. right? Here's the guy right here. So everybody in the comment boards, oh, poor guy, that's so sad. He shouldn't have killed the boy. He should have just, picked up his things and let motherfucker you in his house. Now, I will say, and somebody did mention it in the comment boards as well, that he may not have known. She may not have told him that she was with someone, but he could have known. And regardless to whether or not he knew, the law still applies, man. The law still applies, right? And this was these are the scriptures on it. Proverbs 6:32. But whoso committeth adultery, whether he knew it or not, he was committing adultery. Now it's fucked up that, you know what I'm saying, maybe he didn't really know she was married, but still it's adultery. And that's why, the scriptures, all through the book of Proverbs is wisdom on dealing with the woman and, just not getting suckered into her bullshit. Them batting of the eyes, them eyelashes, them little bitty ass clothes she wearing, and that, those scriptures goes both ways, philosophy wise, these ideologies and things of that nature as far as spirituality. But that's a double metaphor, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? Because it's talking about spiritual and physical. You don't want to get caught up with these women just because they look in a certain way. You got to be careful out here, man. Very careful, especially in this day and time, man. You pulling up, you at somebody, you at her crib or his crib, then he probably was just like, oh yeah, I'll be over, whatever, you know what I'm saying? His little ass can afford a room. Now meet me, we're gonna meet at the motel or hotel or wherever. We're not meeting. You're not coming to my house and I'm not coming to yours if that's the case. But anyway, this is Proverbs 6:32. It says, but whosoever committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. That's clear cut. That right there in itself, that's a clear cut that the scriptures is real, raw, straight to the point, and the Lord's word will not return to him void. That nigga coughed that business, man. Matter of fact, it was another story here. I think it was here. Shit, the chick woke up with a dude on top of her, stabbed all up and shit. Just recently, that was either yesterday or I'm gonna have to try and look that up. So like it, now that comes to mind, I didn't even stop into that one to read it. I was just thinking like, yep, it's just stupid. Nigga done got caught up. But anyway, I'm gonna jump to verse 34. It says, for jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So you can offer this clown whatever you want to offer him, because this guy right here, he's talking about, he's upset that he killed the guy because he's afraid he's gonna ruin his relationship. Like, bitch, nigga, your relationship already ruined. So that shows you the simping this guy's doing. Anyway, here's the guy though. You can see him in that shirt. This probably was his best outfit. This probably was his Christmas outfit here. They're gonna bury him in this shit. Okay. It says, yeah, he returned home, man, and she ain't know. See, that's the dangers too. Hey, the Lord, man, is beautiful the way he'll set things up. It says, police said Belk stabbed Floyd to death before stuffing his body into a trash can. See? Floyd's body was in a fetal position. Yep, yeah, he's a baby, all right. It's in a fetal position when officers found it. He turned 18 3 days before the encounter. So, yep, he full grown ass man. They in the comment board, well, she was too old for him. It shouldn't have been. She should have been. And all that bullshit. That dude didn't care. And probably he would, come on. And that might would have made him even more jealous. Oh, you dealing with a younger man? He's 41 too. He's 41 years old. You dealing with somebody that's half his age? Like, okay, so you basically, that's kind of like the ultimate disrespect to a man. Okay, it says, upon arriving on the scene, cops found Belk standing in his doorway covered in blood. Belk's wife allegedly sustained several stab wounds from the incident and was transported to a local hospital. She probably got stabbed trying to protect this dude. She had notified police telling them an unidentified man, so you didn't know this nigga, had attacked her boyfriend while they were in bed. Isn't that something? He said he walked away from the alleged murder worried about my relationship with my wife due to the fact that I offed him, police reported. So he's still worried about this bitch. Oh, you realize you about to, they're going to give you some time. unless you got a good lawyer that can explain that, okay, it was a heated moment. He lost it, because they do have what they call a crime of passion, where it's just like, you just fucking lose it. You just go red and blank out, right? But they still gonna arrest your ass until they find all that out. So you're going to find a good ass lawyer. They're gonna put you through the ringer. She's gonna, more than likely divorce your ass, take half your shit, or all your shit for that matter. If you actually owned anything. Okay, it says Belk has been charged with criminal homicide and is being held in the county jail. Well, he shouldn't be, but the scriptures talks about. Let's get the scriptures. And that's his possession. That woman was his possession, man. You dealing with another man's property. So like you bear with me. Let me get the script. Okay, so we got the laws right here. Exodus 20:14. It says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." That is one of the 10 Commandments. And these judges here in America, they will actually swear in on the Bible, but they won't keep nothing in this Bible. They'll actually get that man life in prison over some shit like this, when the scriptures clearly says this. Leviticus 20:10. "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death." So both of them should be put down. But she just so happened to be the one that made it. One of them's in jail, one of them's about to go into a goddamn grave. But they gonna put them bandages on her ass. They're going to give her some pain medication, which she's going to be happy to get. So we know how the situation is going to go, man. And it's also in Deuteronomy. And see, this is the way that the Lord see us as a nation of people too, us Israelites, because the Passover, well, it just ended here. Well, yeah, no, it just not ended here. The sun just went down. It was, starting yesterday evening to, today evening. But that Passover, man, is very special for what Yahweh done for us as a people, because we're an adulterous nation. He's that intercessor, man. He's that ultimate sacrifice to bring us back to our Father, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh. You see what I'm saying? Because that adultery that we committed on him, that's why I was saying that adultery can go off into spiritual adultery. That's why the Lord said, matter of fact, you go off into Exodus chapter 20. These are the 10 Commandments, but it starts off by saying, let me just start from the top. Verse 1 it says, "And Yahweh spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord Yahweh thy God," which basically he's our husband, "which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage." Here you go. Imagine one of those fairy tale stories where you see them all the time. The man, he comes and he saves the woman, and he's this hero, and she's in distress. And this overall is what how the Lord was to us. He came and saved us in distress from our enemies, and then we went to horn with another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's gonna piss you off. That's the Lord created us in his image, right? It says, "I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me." That's it right there. When he said that, that's it. and what we done was we committed adultery and put other gods before him, and actually, acted as if these false ass gods was taking care of us, when he's the one that takes care of us. And still, in reality, he still takes care of us, man. Verse 4, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness, or anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. And when it comes to our people, hey, that white Jesus, man, is one of the ultimate motherfuckers we cheating with, as far as on the Lord, man. White Jesus and Islam, those are like the two main religions, basically, that we go hardcore for it, but especially that white Jesus one. And that's in Deuteronomy chapter 28, as far as the curses that we would serve, gods of wood and stone, in a land that we basically in slavery, in captivity, man. So basically, you running along with the scrub. It's almost like, what I'm saying, again, in a movie sense, you leaving the trillionaire to go be with a nigga in the hood. He ain't got no job. This nigga don't do nothing but stay in fucking trouble. He's in and out of jail. You got to keep bailing him out. And you going to leave the trillionaire. You leave the mansion. That's why, see, Esau, he give you these dumbass movies. He has a lot of movies about adultery. But he sets it up where, this woman, she's in distress. She's not really in love with this guy. And this other guy, he comes out of nowhere to just, spring into action. And just, they fall in love at the end of the movie. And credits roll and everybody crying, boo-hooing. And, you got women of the world looking like, I wish I had a man like that. Thinking about some other motherfucker while she's with her husband in a damn theater. Anyway. Let me get this one too. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the father upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Because it says he's a jealous power. And you actually hate the Lord by doing that. That shows complete hatred. If your woman is in the bed with another guy and you taking care of the rent, because obviously that bitch, she probably, who knows, she could have had a job. Maybe it was her day off. But, he's on the road. He's taking care of the home, obviously. He's taking care of the bills, car note, this, that, and the third, just in general, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel as if that's the ultimate betrayal, man. The person that's supposed to be down with you right in your home, the one that, supposedly made these vows of to death do us part. Yeah, that boy got pissed, man, about it. But let me see if I can find this other story. Salakia, bear with me. I'm going to end out anyway. I didn't want to keep it long. But like I said again, there was these comments with the people just having all this fucking compassion for this 18-year-old that's in the bullshit. Let me just read a couple. This person says, so she slept with the minor and inadvertently caused this senseless tragedy. She needs to be charged too. Well, some states, America, they don't enforce a lot of adultery laws. They used to have a few, and they weren't even really that stringent. Because originally, like I said in the scriptures, if you commit adultery, both people got to be put to death. That purge the evil from the community, man. Or that purge the evil from, from your towns. Okay, this person replied, always blame the woman. Well, shit, she had a part in that shit. Okay, this person says, no justification of the attack. See, this is what you're generally getting in these comments. Yes, it was justification. The motherfucker was pissed that a motherfucker was humping on this woman, on his property, man. However, there is a lesson to be learned. Oh, yeah, the lesson to be learned is there's a justification to the attack, clown. Don't share your wiener with a married woman. My wife did this same thing. I just divorced her. Well, yeah, that's the system of today. Some men, they not like that, man. They, it's just, just not that way. My thing is, why even get married in America? Because it's an adulterous nation, man. Esau has given the woman complete control where she can go out any time of the day. She can pack up a bag, leave for the week, leave your ass with the kids. She ain't got to ever even come back, and nothing will happen to her. Okay, another responded, what if he didn't know of her marriage? That'd be a whole other ball game. We can't just assume he knew. Well, again, whether he knew or not, it's fucked up that he may not have known, but still it's adultery. It just is, man, and that's where wisdom comes in at, and praying to Yahweh about Shem Yahweh Shai about people that you come across anyway, shit, like, if it's the flipping of a coin, God damn it, ask the Lord, what you think about this person, and toss a damn quarter in the air, even if it comes down to a simple lot. If it lands on heads or if it lands on tails, however you word it to the Lord. Well, Lord, if it lands on head, she's good. If it lands on tail, leave her ass alone. If it lands on tail, you need to be bouncing, because the flipping of the coin is of the Lord. He's in control. Okay, so somebody says a little extreme for my taste. Death wasn't deserved. Why didn't he kill the wife too? For cheating. It takes two to bang. Just saying. Well, either way, these people and these people don't understand judgment. That's another scripture. Let's get that real quick. Trying to think how it was worded. It's been a minute on that one. Is it word? Is it word? Nope, that's not it. Let me put it in this way. Yeah, Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. See, these people in the comment boards, they don't understand judgment. They don't understand why that happened to this guy the way that it happened to him. But, by the spirit and power of Yahweh, by H.I.M, him bringing us into this truth, we get it. We understand it. And that's a good, hey, walking in this word, walking in these, what the Lord told you to do, the commandments, man, it goes a long ways, man. Now, we know that we're not saved by the keeping of the laws, but they do, keep you out of shit. So we keep them to the best of our ability, you know what I'm saying? But we understand that what Yahweh, the ultimate sacrifice, with this Passover just coming in, that's what he done for us, man. He looked out for us, So I'm going to end out, man. I ain't want to keep this long. I just seen the article, and it was mainly the comments that made me want to do a quick lesson because, this guy, I wanted to find that other story. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This is it right here. Woman arrested in Livingston County after police find dead man on top of her. So somebody came in and jugged that nigga up while he was on top of the woman. I did kind of read into this, I remember, but I didn't get a lot of information out of it. Okay, it says the woman was transferred to the University of Michigan Hospital for evaluation. She was then lodged in the county jail. Police learned the woman and the man were in a long-term relationship and living at home with their son, who was found unharmed. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see much on the story. I remember that now. It's just like a little quick, but there was a few more articles on it, but I didn't get too far into it. But anyway. Let's see this one. This one is CBS News. They arrested a woman on Sunday after a man she was in a relationship was found dead lying on top of her. Well, that was in South Lyons. Okay. Yep, mobile home park. Found a man and woman on the bed. The man was pronounced dead at the scene. An initial investigation determined that the man was struck several times in the head and stabbed in the chest and neck. According to police, the woman was taken to the hospital. Okay, we got that. Police said the couple were in a long-term relationship. And that's pretty much about it, man. So, I guess we'll see what else happens with it. But obviously they were in a long-term relationship, but still shit, why you, I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how that went down. But either way, be circumspect, use wisdom, man, when dealing with these women in these last days, because shit turning up, man. Motherfuckers got some real vicious spirits on them, man. And actually they're spirits of vengeance, because that that was the Lord that sent that spirit of vengeance to knock this guy off, man. And that's scriptural as well. As a matter of fact, I can just end out there. Just going to the Apocrypha really quick here. People don't understand that it's the Lord. He's the one that kills and makes alive. It's Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So the Lord created these spirits of vengeance, man, that, they're not going to transgress his word. They're not going to feel sorry like, oh, well, Lord, he's 18 years old. He's just beginning his life. No, they're rejoicing in his commandment. That was the way that his ass was supposed to go out. And somebody could have been warning him. Somebody could have told him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, hey, that's a married woman that you're dealing with. Somebody probably warned his ass. He could have been bragging to some of his little homeboys. Yeah, man, she's 31, dude. I'm knocking her down, and she's, oh, dude, you can't even, all that. Shit, young men, they brag, man, when they getting some box. But anyway, I'm gonna end out there. And I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Allah and a Bible ball.